I needed to be accountable for myself and make sure I was the best mom I could be for my kids. And it was realizing that I had to be a mom in the most broken version that I had ever expected. And I said, you know what? Call me in. I'll be there.
Sitting in Erikson's satellite offices located in Chicago's Little Village, Mayte Frayre, a longtime resident of the community, explains how her participation in the Circle of Security workshops helped her. The workshops are part of Erikson's Roots initiative to promote the use of mental health tools and approaches in communities and schools. Mayte is the mother of 3. Her children are Xavier, who is 10, Bella, who is 6, and Javi, who is 3. She lost her partner in a tragic accident. He was only 37 years old and a father who was very present in every aspect of their children's lives. Dealing with the sudden loss, she knew that she needed guidance through the grief for herself and for her children.
I think the majority of us are open because we already come from a generation where our traumas were never spoken about. So I knew I wanted to break that. I think priority is that I want my kids to have the help they need in this journey. That doesn't mean that they're going to heal within a month or two. It's a process. But I'm giving them the tools that they need so that when they're my age, they don't go into different situations like broken, trying to figure out life, trying to pick up pieces of why is it that they are the way they are, or why is it that they never were able to overcome this.
Mayte was able to gain access to counseling services for her children and herself through a local organization, but she also learned of Erikson's Circle of Security workshops. The workshop series runs for 8 weeks and is open to parents, grandparents, and caregivers who learn from staff and from each other on the best ways to build strong relationships with the children in their care. Mayte attended the workshop series in the spring of 2025, which was held by Erika Flores, a clinician, Luis Perez, the school-based mental health project manager, and Dr. Francisco Lozornio, an assistant professor at Erikson.
So being able to pick up all those pieces and use tools that they can grow with and be the best version they can be. And we have people like Luis, Dr. Francisco, so many organizations here in Little Village that offer those services. So these individuals are crucial because they provide these resources where you can really figure out where to start, where to go, what to do, how to help. And without realizing, you're helping others in the way. I remember meeting Erika, Dr. Francisco. They were amazing, so welcoming. They made this space. It was such a peaceful place that I guess that everyone decided to open up. I guess when it was our turn to talk, we all cried. We all had something to cry about. But nonetheless, we were all here because we wanted a better relationship and understanding with our children. There's so many signs your children give you, but due to the fact that you're so stressed or so, I have to pay this, I have to do this, you don't see these signs, and we let stress get the best of us. And instead of pulling our kids in, we're pulling them out. Throughout the classes, they mentioned that a lot of times we need to pretend like our kids carry this cup on top of them. And they're going through situations where when their cup is full, they have the energy, they have the security, they feel loved.
The workshops are based on giving children a sense of security. It's what we call secure attachment theory. When children have a trusted bond with their parents and family, it provides them with a safe base that they can always turn to. That trust helps them explore the world with confidence, ask for help when they need it, and form healthy relationships with others.
When they feel that cup that's less, they give us signs. They're more needy. So now, whenever I see my kid crying, and it's like, oh, like my mom would say, se le pasará, al rato se le pasa. Now I really sit down with him, and sometimes it's just a hug. Sometimes it's just looking at him eye to eye, especially my little one. It's just letting him know that I'm present, I'm there. And that refills his cup. And when I least expect that, he's up and going and being happy again. And I've seen this version in different ages. My son, who's 10, there's times where I'm able to catch his behavior, and I think to myself, okay, his cup is empty, I need to fill it up. And I'm forever thankful for those classes, because it was signs that were there, and you would say, well, it's common sense. But we as adults have so much going on that we don't pay attention to this. It's the little things of just getting to their level, the eye contact, them knowing that you're present. Well, since starting the classes, I think it was probably like the third, fourth class that we spoke about, at times, all you need to do is just be there with your kids. Just sit next to them. They might not say anything. You might have to just be quiet and just be there. Be present, because there's no perfect parent. We're only present parents. And this happens a lot with my 6-year-old. And there came a situation where I remember she kept crying and she didn't want to tell me why. I leaned myself forward towards her, and I remember reaching out to her, and I gave her my arms. That's all I did. I extended my arms. And she looked at me and she went near me, and I remember I hugged her, and she said, I miss my dad. I remember looking at her and I told her, I miss him too. I just needed to be there, and I just needed to be quiet and listen and be there with her. And I learned this in the classes.
Having a trusted bond with parents and family not only shapes how children connect with others, it also influences how they learn and manage emotions. A child who is securely attached to their caregivers can focus better, handle frustration more easily, and know how to recenter themselves when they're feeling overwhelmed.
I'm the only parent they have now, so I want to make sure that everything I do, they can look back at life and say, my mom really tried her best. My mom was present. My mom was there. My mom never gave up. My mom looked for alternatives. She looked for programs like these that are really helping this generation be a healthier generation. It is our responsibility as parents to make sure that our kids are the best version of themselves, that they don't have to heal in other ways. So I am forever thankful.
Since the start of 2025, clinicians with Erikson's Roots Initiative have been busy. They've hosted 28 workshops in community schools across Chicago's Little Village and the Southwest Side. These efforts have reached 519 parents and caregivers, helping them build stronger connections with their children, as well as empowering communities with mental health support. To learn more about this initiative, click on the link provided in the show notes or story summary.